again. The leader of the UNITA movement in Angola, Dr. Jonas Savimbi, says peace in southern Africa is impossible without UNITA's cooperation. Dr. Savimbi told newsmen at his headquarters at Jamba in southern Angola that he had 7,000 fresh troops ready to hit the Angolan capital, Luanda, and strategic areas north of the city if he was not drawn into the negotiations on the withdrawal of the Cubans from Angola and the future of Southwest Africa. Our political correspondent Marius Kleinhans and cameraman Ian Stephen compiled this report.
The central message from Jamba is that UNITA will have to be a party to all negotiations and, stressed Dr. Savimbi, to ignore the movement will cause grave risks to any effort.
Showing off part of his military might on a parade at which some weapons UNITA captured from the Angolan Defence Force, including 2 Russian-built tanks, were exhibited, Dr. Savimbi said it was his military successes that drove the Luanda government to the negotiating table. He said UNITA had decisively won the war in Angola, and it was only the Cubans that were propping up a regime on the verge of collapsing. The UNITA leader claimed that from July this year, nearly 4,000 members of the Angolan Defence Force, about 500 Cubans and 19 Russians were killed by his forces, while UNITA lost just over 200 men. In 33 days, 18 Angolan Air Force planes were destroyed. Dr. Savimbi said if UNITA was not recognized in a settlement on the withdrawal of Cuban troops from Angola, he would not hesitate to take advantage of such a move if it took place.
For a long time, the Western countries have underestimated the possibility of our resistance. Sometimes they have summarized our effort in what South Africans could or could not do for us, instead of considering the possibility of the people of our own country.
Foreign Minister Pigwater has said that South Africa's military disengagement from southern Angola could be completed within days of a joint commission meeting next week in Onjiva. Addressing newsmen after his talks with his West German counterpart, Hans-Dietrich Genscher, Mr. Botha said, however, that the pullout could be held up by SWAPO activity in the area, and a final decision could only be taken by the military. Mr. Botha announced yesterday that South Africa had proposed a meeting with the Angolans before the 15th of this month. In their talks today, Mr. Botha told Mr. Genscher about the American efforts towards a withdrawal of Cuban and South African troops from Angola, while Mr. Genscher underlined the necessity for European aid to the starving people of drought-stricken Africa.